History has been made in the old sport hall in Prague. Last night, Isabelle Brasseur and Lloyd Eisler, like the Jelenics 31 years ago, winning gold in the pairs event tonight. Kurt Browning will try to repeat the feat of Donald Jackson, who won gold in the men's event in 1962. With their thoughts, let's join Barbara Underhill and Paul Martini.
Well, Chris, the men's title is Kurt Browning's to lose. After two outstanding performances in the qualifying round and in the technical program, there are many who say Kurt Browning is in a league of his own. The importance of a good skate here tonight is to not only assure himself of the victory, but to establish himself as the leading contender going into the Lillehammer Olympics. But Barb, should Kurt slip up, there are a number of others who are eager to assume the title.
Well, first there's Mark Mitchell. He may not be in the same league as Kurt, technically. However, as we saw yesterday with his perfect six, he can match style points with Kurt any day. Also, there's Alexei Urmanov, who has had a really tough year, but appears to have rebounded tremendously. And we can never forget what Elvis Stoico is capable of. He's bound and determined to make up for those mistakes that he made yesterday, and a podium finish is still well within his reach. Now, let's go to the ice for our first Canadian competitor.
Well, Marcus Christensen looks so cool and composed in his world debut in the technical program, placing 12th, but he let us in on a little secret afterwards. As soon as he hit the ice, the pressure of the world's kind of hit him, but here he is in 12th place, and he'd like to do what his teammate Higgins and Rice did last night in the pairs, move into the top 10 at their first Worlds.
Well, he also got pretty lucky on his draw. He said to me earlier, I never dreamed I would be skating my first World Championships. 3 skaters before Kurt Browning. He opened with a very solid triple Lutz.
Variation on a cross-foot spin used to be a technical requirement for the men in the technical program. We don't see many of them anymore.
That was supposed to be a triple flip, but it was a double. Marcus is probably one of the only skaters here in the competition that doesn't have a triple axel. I'm sure he's been working on it back home, but just didn't feel confident enough to put it in his program here.
Triple toe combination, and he just didn't have enough height to complete the second triple of that combination. That was a very nice triple sow double loop combination, and just prior to that combination he was to have attempted a triple loop which he doubled, and I was somewhat concerned if he would start pulling material out of the program, but it was nice to see him attack that and get it in.
Well, he has one more really difficult triple left. That's the triple Lutz. first one.
Impressed with his conditioning here at the Canadian Championships. Oh, talk about finding your toe picks. That's too bad. That's a fall on virtually nothing. And when you lose your, he lost his concentration, got so excited about taking the program home with a good burst of speed. That almost looked like it really kind of smarted.
Well, this was not a bad performance for Marcus, but I think perhaps the performance he wanted was the one that he had in qualifying.
Well, you could see by his face at the end of that program, he realized he'd really done something which is most uncharacteristic of himself.
Well, we've all done that before. You lose your concentration right towards the end of the program, and bang, you hit a toe pick and you're down. You've done that a couple times, haven't you, Paul?
At least once. Here we see one of the finer things he did. Beautiful triple Lutz jump. And as you mentioned, Barb, if he has aspirations of really getting into this event in a serious manner, he's going to need that triple axel. As long as he keeps nice-looking stuff like this, triple toe combination, this is the one that he just didn't quite have enough height to complete.
Looks like he's got some souvenirs from Prague to take home. He's a good friend of Michael Slipchuk's, who for the last many years has been the third man on the Canadian team. And
that's a good try. My hip was killing.
They talked a lot about what to expect here and to take it all in and let Stoyko and Browning get all the attention. And it's been a good learning experience.
Yeah.
He's commenting on his hip, and I'm sure from the fall he had after tripping on his toe picks, I'm sure it does smart a little bit.
He kind of looked out of the corner of his eye at the end of the program like, I wonder if anybody noticed that fall.
I'm sure the judges did, because he went right out of their view.
Technical marks from a 5.0 from the French judge up to a 5.6 from the British judge. Pretty good technical marks for Marcus Christensen.
Hey, Christian, Kevin. Same as last time in Prague, the split jump.
Yeah, he was third at Prague Skeet here earlier this year.
Says hello to Christy Ness's coach, and Kevin Cottam, his choreographer.
Now the artistic marks, and he has a first-place ordinal from the British judge, third from the American, a couple of eighths from France and Russia. So the judges weren't quite sure what to make of Marcus Christensen. And it will be interesting to see if he can move up from 12th place. We'll be back with the final group, including Browning and Stoyko from Prague, in a moment.